dominated, winning 7-2. This match is about a minute and a half old. We're at 1:20 mark of the first period, and we already have a 2-0 lead for Damion Hahn.
Well, Damion Hahn got in on a great shot, and then he improved himself, got to the side, found the angle, came up with his hips and his head, and did a great job of executing for the two-point takedown, and still is on top, Jeff.
Damion Hahn's MO has been to score first. He does so against Fulsaas. This is Damion Hahn's style of match. He likes to be out in the lead.
Three-time Big Ten champ, Hahn.
Well, it'll be interesting to see.
Going anywhere.
I was going to say,
on
how
me,
long the official lets him go.
Break, let's go. Get set, Green. Are you set?
Jim Ramirez is our official. Hahn trying to build up some riding time.
And I'd say he's got his eye on Hahn on whether or not he's going to come off the ankle and not figure for the leg back there, because he said, you're not going anywhere, guys, when you listen to the official there. And so the official is responsible for keeping the action going.
Improve, improve, improve.
They might start looking at Damion Hahn here as a stall call. They call that one a stalemate. If it happens again, you might see a stall call.
Because on top, you are to be working for the fall all the time. You need to turn that man's back, and it's pretty obvious to the officials when it's not happening, Jeff.
I agree with you. You've gotten a chance to see Fulsaas throughout the year, number 10 seed, and look at what he's doing here against, a field in which did pretty well against him.
Not only just number 10 seed, this is his first time in the NCAA championships. He's never even qualified before, and he's been in the lineup. And by this time, usually in Iowa, if you haven't been in the lineup by your senior year, you're not in the lineup.
Damion Hahn not only wrestling for Minnesota, but also for his dad, Miles. He talks about what an inspiration his dad has been.
I have to give everything I have just for that short amount of time. When I see him fighting for his life, and like, it doesn't even compare. Like, I look at what I do and what he does, and God, if I can't put all that I have in 7 minutes, then it ain't even worth it, So he gives me that drive I need.
Miles Hahn is here now, guys, but Miles Hahn was in a hospital and literally fighting for his life not more than a month ago.
Well, Damion's taken that inspiration, and he's fighting for a national championship now, looking to get an escape.
One thing I like about Ryan Fulsaas from Iowa here on top is, coming from a number 10 seed, he's in the finals now. He's wrestling loose. There's really nothing to lose, and sometimes you get some outstanding performances, Jeff, when you have that kind of mental attitude.
I agree. If you got nothing to lose, you can let it all hang out. People think you're going to lose, and that's why you want to say, hey, I'll show him.
And he's been behind, and he's come from way behind in this tournament before to win.
Let's check in with Quinn Kesnick, who has something to add on that story.
Dave, Damion's father, Miles, contracted Lyme's disease. Both are avid outdoorsmen, but it dates back to 1989. And his kidneys and heart have been the problem. He had a triple bypass, and in February, as you said, he was struggling. The doctors installed a pacemaker and a defibrillator. He was really struggling, but he's built up enough strength to be here. So when Damion refers to his father's strength, he talks about 7 minutes on the mat. Seems like nothing compared to what his father Miles has gone through.
Inspirational story. Hahn, by the way, highly recruited out of high school in Lakewood, New Jersey. Oklahoma State wanted him bad, and he ultimately chose Minnesota. One of the reasons he chose Minnesota was it was easier for his folks to make the trip from New Jersey to Minneapolis.
Well, most of his career he was at 184. He bumped up to 197 last year, won the title. And that seems to have been a great move. He doesn't have to worry about cutting weight so much, and all he focuses on now is his wrestling skills.
Right now he's trying to stay inside, trying to shut down Fulsaas, not allow him to find any angles, any corners right here. Fulsaas needs to lower his hip and create some more action.
Well, they're both straightforward wrestlers. They're going to need some kind of corner, turning that corner to get some points, more points on the board.
Only 2 seconds remaining in the second period. Hahn clinging to that 3-0 lead. We'll go to the third period. A reminder that later tonight, our coverage continues at NCAA Women's Championship at 11 Eastern on ESPN2. Missouri will meet Stanford, Montana, and Louisiana Tech. Plus, check other local listings for the game in your area. ESPN, your exclusive home for all 63 games of NCAA Women's Championship action. The women's tournament, guys, wide open this year. Much more open than it has been in several years. We saw Stanford, they've won the women's title before. We saw Stanford win a wrestling championship earlier tonight for the first time ever when Matt Gentry was the winner. Damion Hahn, the man they call Diesel, is trying to run down those railroad tracks against Ryan Fulsaas.
Fulsaas in. There's an example. There's 2 points. And there's an example of Fulsaas never quit attitude and loose wrestling, Jeff.
That's the Iowa way. And, I think Jim Zaleski probably